Hey everybody, meteorologist Brad Petovich here for SkiSoutheast.com. Well, wouldn't you know it, as many resorts have been forced to close early, the pattern is changing. I know it's March, but we're legitimately seeing a pretty significant pattern change here. Let me show you real quickly. I'll refresh this and you can see over the next 7 to 10 days, a pretty persistent trough is going to develop over the eastern half of the country. We're going to get a couple of storms that will have cold enough air to bring snow to the higher elevations. So for the resorts that were able to withstand this crazy warm winter, we're going to get a little late season surprise here. The first system that approaches will be here on Thursday into Friday. And if you look carefully, there are hints that we could see some wet, heavy snow in parts of Virginia, West Virginia, into Maryland. That moves through, and on the backside, we get a little bit of a northwest flow event, which is kind of nice, but this is really cold air. So the combination of some natural snow and, yes, cold enough temperatures to make snow. So if you plan on going skiing this weekend, it actually should be pretty decent for the places that are able to withstand this. And I think some of the West Virginia resorts that were able to kind of power through are going to get really rewarded here with some pretty good conditions over the next 7 to 10 days. The next system, comes in fairly quickly on Sunday to Monday. It also has some wet snow with it as well. That's going to move through fairly quickly. And on the backside of that one, another northwest flow event. So again, this one of the better patterns we've seen. If it was February, January, December, this would be even colder air, and we'd probably even see more snow out of this. As it is, it's a pretty decent shot of snow. Look at that Tuesday, 7 a.m. That's a nice little burst of northwest flow snow. We go into the middle of next week, another system going into next weekend, and you can see the signs of yet more snow. So as crazy as it sounds, we could have maybe 3 or 4 systems dump snow over the next week or so. So let me show you what this looks like. I'm going to go piecemeal here. We'll go to the first system on Friday. Again, nice little burst there. Friday night into Saturday morning. That's why I said this weekend could end up being pretty sneakingly pretty good. We go into Monday. There's the next system, and then let's go into next week. So this is the next 10 days. I'm just going to play it out here. Let's go in. I mean, this is basically between now and next Friday. I mean, it's crazy to think. Here we are in mid-March, and we're getting some of the best snow possibly of the entire season. So, again, I think I mentioned this at the end of February into early March. Yeah, it was going to be a tough go of it there with the warm weather, but for the resorts that were able to power through, and not many could, it was really tough because temperatures weren't just a little bit above average. They were absolutely blowtorching. But folks with the big base of snow mounts up in West Virginia, Snowshoe, Timberline, I know, powered through. A couple other resorts. I have to check. I don't know who's all still powering through, but I know some of the bigger ones are, especially you folks up in West Virginia. This is going to be a nice little setup for this weekend, which again, coming up this weekend, this is the 11th and 12th weekend of March, and then 17th, 18th, 19th weekend, which is next weekend, could all be great for some late season skiing in parts of the Southeast. So keep thinking snow. I'm hoping these are going to be great for you that are heading out for these late season weekends. You're going to be rewarded with some great conditions over the next 2 weeks.